couldn't get much going there. I guess in the end we broke a few, but for about three and three quarters of the game, we were really struggling to run the ball. I thought Travis threw the ball pretty good, had some good numbers, nearly 300 yards. Special teams was just atrocious. Almost lost the game single-handedly, special teams wise, and that's not like us. We got to get that fixed. We gave up probably 15 points on special teams from the safety and the punt return for a touchdown, or the kickoff return for a touchdown, the punt return to set up a field goal, and so our defense didn't let them in the end zone. Bottom line, our defense gave up nothing. So very proud of them. They were collectively the player of the game for us. You know, the front four really starts up front. I thought our defensive front played outstanding, and the linebackers did a nice job. Secondary, really the whole defense. Credit the whole defense. So it's a good win. We're halfway through. We are now 2 games up in the loss column, I believe, in the South, which is a good position to be right now. But there's a lot of football left. But right now we couldn't ask for a better spot going into Week 7. So we'll enjoy this for a day, and we'll get on the next opponent on Monday morning and get ready for them. Questions?
Before the game in your press conference this week, you talked about how you didn't throw the ball enough against ASU last year. And in this game, Wilson threw for 297 yards and attempted 36 passes. Was that kind of a game plan to go in to throw the ball a lot because you didn't last year?
Well, because the run defense is so tough, and you know, last year we should have done the same thing, and they didn't. And we don't want to make the same mistake twice. And so, you know, when they're crowding the box and bringing everybody, and just trading off, bringing it from the boundary to the field, they just keep bringing it from different locations, essentially the same blitz, just from different sides. And so, if you can pick it up and get the ball out, you can do some damage, and we did. You know, we did almost to the 200 or 300 yards, which is a good night throwing for us.
What did Travis do so well in the first half? He was like 14 of 18.
He just did a good job of going through his read progression and picking up where he needed to go with the football. The offensive line did a nice job protecting. It starts up front. If you don't give him time, you're not going to do anything in the throwing game. And so, offensive line was playing well. Receivers were making plays. You know, Scotty had a great catch, and you know, Ciale. I mean, we had some guys making plays.
Kyle, you were trailing going into the fourth quarter. The momentum seemed to be with Arizona State. You guys haven't really trailed much this season. What was kind of the mentality on the sidelines and going into that fourth quarter?
We were not going to be denied. I mean, the guys had they had a purpose and they were on a mission, and they were not going to be denied in that fourth quarter. And that's part of we have a plan to win, and that's part of the equation of the plan to win is we win the fourth quarter. And we did that in a big way tonight.
Kyle, safety, who called the play on the return?
That's a play that we had put in. And you know, it's a collaborative effort. It was there. I mean, it was there, but we didn't execute the throw. And so that's just being aggressive and playing. You know, just keeping the pedal down. And if it would have, the throw would have got where it needed to be, we had a chance for a big one. But the ball was a little bit slick. It was barely raining, so we didn't think a wet ball would be a factor. And, the throw just wasn't what it needed to be.
Coach, can you kind of address Chase Hansen's situation? Obviously, we saw him playing some safety tonight.
Right. Yeah, we lost Andre Godfrey to an injury last week, and we're thin there. And right now he's the third quarterback. And if he can help us win, he's on a lot of special teams. If you notice that as well, he's playing on 2 or 3 of the special teams. And so you play your good players. He's one of our good players, and we need to play him and get him on the field. And that's what we're doing. He's still number 3 QB, emergency quarterback. He's still staying tuned up for that. But you'll see him play in the secondary as the season goes on.
So you'd say he's a quarterback first?
Yeah, absolutely,
okay.
No doubt. But again, he can help us win in another capacity. And since he's not getting many reps as a QB, it makes sense to try to get as much out of him as we can. And he's excited about it.
Is Godfrey a season-ending thing?
No.
What is your health going out of this game, do you know?
Well, we'll learn more about Ciale tomorrow, some definitive things, or maybe Monday morning. Jared got banged up. Marcus Williams had to miss some time due to an injury. He was able to come back later in the game. But we got banged up pretty good, so we'll have to assess it Monday morning, tomorrow afternoon, Monday morning.
Coach, the stat sheet's very different game than the one that played out on the field when you look at the final product. Is there a special appreciation you have for this team? The fact that you can be down in the fourth quarter, you talked about how they weren't going to be denied. You can overcome catastrophic.
Without a doubt, I love these guys. I've coached about 280 games here, and this is as fun a group as I've ever been around. And excited to go to work every day and go to practice with them. It's just a great group to be around.